Okay, let's do this again. This is kind of a mixed match hand. I do like the Inquisition. Doesn't really go anywhere else actively, but it's got two different kinds of answers. I'm hesitant about this hand, but I think I'm gonna keep it because the Inquisition lets me know what's going on, and I have an answer to a range of different things. So I can take what I can't answer with Inquisition. Okay, playing Quest. Well, I can't spell pierce this anymore, so I'm probably just gonna have to take that, and then Black Sun Zenith to kill these three things that he's probably gonna play next turn, or 2 turns from now. But yeah, I gotta take the quest. Let's see if he wants to play Memnite. No, he doesn't. I don't draw anything. I'm gonna play my Catacombs so that my drowned Catacombs can come into play untapped. I didn't realize both of these were different kinds of Catacombs. The drowned and the verdant. So he probably goes to Court of Paladin and his 2 0-drops. Yep, as expected. And I think I just, to avoid taking 6 damage next turn, I just go Black Sun now and let him Squadron Hawk. Not that I could do anything about it, anyway. An 0-1 Ornithopter doesn't bother me. And I guess it allows him to Glintehawk something, but I'm not going to wait a turn. Let him get his battle cry off. And the sound is working now. I actually didn't do anything. For some reason, just sometimes it doesn't make the clicky noise when you're playing against someone. It always makes it for me, but some of my opponents it doesn't make it for. It's weird. Okay. I can deal with that. Now as long as I draw something real. Like a Jace or a Grave Titan. That's what I mean by that. Okay, a Cortus Paladin. Now the -1 power is actually relevant, because it'll still be a 0 power if it gets Battlecry. Doomblade, that's a good one. Gonna see what he wants to do, but I'm not gonna let the Accorded Paladin attack, I don't think. Actually, yeah, I kill an extra one of his guys if I let him attack. Because he'll think he's doing extra damage, when in fact, he's just doing 2, I gain 2, but I also kill a hawk in the process, so I will let him attack if he wants to. Yep, he gets all his hawks down. And he's probably going to wait till next turn, but I'm just going to Doomblade at end of turn. Because if I draw a Grave Titan, I want to be able to just play it. Yep. No battle cry. Ooh. Take 3. He has nothing relevant, I don't think, in hand. So I like that. I like playing Jace and bringing Fate Sealing him, because he needs to draw something, so I can try and see if I can stick something irrelevant on top. And that way he has to come at me with Squadron Hawks. There we go, that's something irrelevant. He has to come at me with Squadron Hawks, and I get to pick one off. Go to 2, pick another one off as I go to 4. While I'm keeping him from drawing good things. I got Spell Pierce for armor if that's what he has in hand, and he's waiting for the 6th land. Yeah, might be. Yeah, I got your answer right here. Now we're both top decking, but I can improve my draws or worsen his. I think I've got to keep worsening his unless I draw like a Tumble Magnet or actually probably just another Nighthawk. Ooh, he's not even attacking. Ooh, awesome. Well, now I can just draw 3. Well, shuffling back is relevant, I suppose. Also, shuffling away cards I don't need is relevant too. Like that and that. I'm gonna do it now and attack for 1, because I can't get in there without my Nighthawk actually dying. Do it for 1. Shuffle away those cards on top. And I don't really need to play this land, so I'll keep it in hand. Let's draw. Of course, Skyfisher. When the white weenie or the white quest deck has nothing on the board, his top decks aren't really that scary. I could bounce Nighthawk and replay it. But I think that's unnecessary. I have better things in my deck that I could be doing. Okay, well, I'm not gonna need all that. Okay. Pass the turn. Do I want to block Nighthawk? I could bounce the Nighthawk. And then I could block Skyfisher indefinitely, but I've got 2 lands on top, or a land and a Spell Pierce. So I want to be brainstorming this turn. I'm drawing Spell Pierce, so I have 1 land on top, so I'm seeing 2 new cards. It could be an answer for Skyfisher. So I'll let Jace go down to 3. And he didn't draw anything too relevant, or anything he wants to play. Hey, another Jace. Okay. I'm not so worried about Jace dying. I'm just gonna keep brainstorming. I'll let him keep coming at Jace, and then I'll play the other one. Signal Pest. Can't do anything about that. Glint Hawk. Can't do anything about that either. Yep, still can't do anything. Now I draw Jace, Brainstorm. Could bounce and then play another Jace, but I think that's unnecessary and gives me 1 less Brainstorm. Okay, put back Inquisition and a Spell Pierce. Now I can actually save this Jace. So I'll just leave Vampire Nighthawk back. I think it's time to trade him off. Unfortunately, I'm never going to be bouncing him just because I need to be brainstorming, so he's never going to get better. And doing 1 damage, gaining 1 life is pretty insignificant. So I'm gonna let him attack with this guy, and then go for throw one of these and block the other one. Ooh, contested war zone. I'll have to take care of that before attackers. I really don't want to lose Jace just to see if I can try and take it with my Nighthawk. So now let's see what he wants to do. With just Glinthawk, I'll just use my card. I'll keep my Nighthawk around. I could actually bounce Nighthawk, replay Jace. Brainstorm. I think if I'm ever gonna bounce Nighthawk, it would have to be now. But then Signal Pested core Skyfisher. He'd actually Signal Pest and Skyfisher, and I block that with a 2/3. He dies anyway. If I block that, Jace dies. So I'm just gonna keep brainstorming. Eventually, I'll hit something. I can get rid of one of his guys with Inquisition bounce at some point. But that's not too much of an issue because his guys aren't really that big of a deal, and bouncing would, like, the only thing they're going to do is kill Jace, and bouncing would kill Jace. So I'm just going to put back Jace now. I mean, I could have put back Inquisition, doesn't really matter. Play something that can attack next turn so I can start doing some damage. And continue the grind. Well, I think we got enough answers if he's playing a Stoneforge package. Because if he draws an equipment, I've got Spell Pierces and plus Mana Leak to make sure he can't play it. And if he draws a Stoneforge and doesn't try and play the equipment afterwards, then I can Inquisition it away while Stoneforge is summoning sick. I will trade here if he wants to come at Jace. Yeah. No reason to just throw this Jace away just because I have another one. At some point this Jace is going to die. This is actually the 401. So I would actually not have a backup Jace if it weren't for my 4th Jace. Well, let's keep putting these cards back. I've now got 3 Spell Pierces. Spell Pierce, a pretty good card to side out against this deck. Although on the play it gives you an answer to turn 1 quest. But then if you have a Spell Pierce and an Inquisition, you can't Inquisition to see if he has something and then take a non-quest if he has quest, because you can't Spell Pierce it anyway. Still got Tech Edge if he draws Warzone, and nothing else has haste, I don't think. So Jace is living this turn. Sword. I have a use for all these Spell Pierces, yay. I'm actually going to use all 3 of them, funnily enough. I could Mana Leak to save some Spell Pierces, but I don't think they're going to do anything else. Anything else a Spell Pierce could do, a Mana Leak can do it anyway. And the triple Spell Pierce. Doing them one after another, so he can keep the mana if he's in his pool if he wants, because he has no cards in hand, so he can't do anything with it. Now I could get rid of Signal Pest, Inquisition it. There's really no point. I'm just gonna keep trying to draw with Grave Titan. Hey, I can get rid of some of this useless stuff, like the Inquisitions. Let's keep on grinding. 3 damage per turn. Gonna get there. Hey, he doesn't want to play it out. Luckily enough for us, we don't have to play it out either. Okay, let's go on to game 2. And sword means he is playing Stoneforge package. So, I did these the wrong way around. So, on the draw now, so spell pierces are basically useless. But I do like duress. I'll just put in the necessary stuff first. Go for the Throat is less good in this matchup than it is in others because of all the artifact creatures. Jace Bellow and Tumble Magnet stay in because of equipment. Black Sword and Argentum Armor, both good things to Tumble Magnet. Apart from that, kind of can't afford to bring in duress, which means our answers to sword are kind of slim. Temporary answers in Tumble Magnet and Inquisitions. Downtime soon. But I think I'm just gonna take out a Nighthawk and a Jace. Those seem like the 2 least necessary cards. And submit. Okay, he's mulliganing to 6. This hand is alright, and has a Preordain to get a little bit better. With no Inquisition and no late game play, it's sort of just a bit of a gamble, because you gotta hit on Preordain or draw in the few draws after that, or else you've really got nothing. But I think 2 answers is enough that I can give it a shot. 4 is a lot of land in an opening hand against an aggro deck. You don't really need that many. He's mulliganing to 5, so I think we're good. 4, 3. This isn't going to be a very interesting game. Hey, there you go. So we actually mulligan to 0. Clearly on major tilt. There we go. That was not exciting, so this was really more of a 1-game match. But anyway, I'll see if I can get another one in before the downtime starts, and if I can, then we'll have a 4th match.